I'm Lexi. I'm in the US. It has been a while since I have done another country's snack tasting video. And I was at World Market and they had these boxes made by Universal Yums, and I picked a couple of them up. This one is Greece, and I also have Germany, so that will be coming up shortly. It's only got 6 treats in it, where if you get the box from like the subscription service, you've got some options on sizes and you can get more than 6. But this was easy. It was right there. I could pick it up on an impulse, maybe that's a bad thing, and bring it home. And that also kind of gives me a feel for if I would be interested in ordering a box or not, right? This is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. I have never ordered a Universal Yums box. I've looked at them, but I've never ordered one. So we've got, oh, this is fun. You get a score sheet. You get a map with some fun facts. And then you get a little booklet that gives you some information about the treats. And then there's some recipes in the back. That is interesting and fun and a bit of extra value that I wasn't anticipating. Okay, like I said, we've got 6 treats in here. A soft nougat. You know what, I'm gonna... Wait, there's another thing in here. Oh, no, that's candy. Okay, let me unpack so I can decide what order I want to do this in, and then I'll show you everything. Okay. I'm going to start with the nougat that I picked up to begin with. It's a soft nougat in an orange flavor. There's something... Oh, there's wafer around it. Okay. To keep it together and from sticking in the package, there's wafer around the outside edges, but not on the... That is harder than I thought it'd be. Not on the front and back. And it looks like there's bits of actual orange peel in it. That's nice. Historically, I'm not the biggest orange fan, but I absolutely prefer real orange to artificial. That is very orange. The texture is nice. It's not sticky. I'm trying to be objective here. If it wasn't orange, I would like it a whole lot better. Because it's orange, I think I'm just going to give it a 2 or a 3. Let's go with a 3, because the texture really is beautiful. If this was lemon or lime, I think I'd like it a whole lot more. So if you like orange and you see this, don't let my low rating put you off. The texture is really nice. I know I've said that 4 times, but that's what I've got to base it on since I don't like the flavor as a known factor. Let's do this one next. This is a peanut butter chocolate bar. And I don't know if it's going to be anything like Reese's. I don't know what their chocolate's going to be like. It's kind of chunky. It smells, and I don't know how to explain why this is the way it's hitting my brain. It smells like creamy peanut butter. It smells like those peanut butter filled Easter eggs that you get, the real cheap ones. And they just got a certain smell to the peanut butter. Let's try it. Creamy peanut butter. I'm going to dissect this a bit. The chocolate's not incredibly strong. The peanut butter is the dominant flavor. But It's okay for the, like, the chocolate. The chocolate kind of gets lost in it, honestly. There's a crunchy, wafery base, which adds a nice texture element. And the peanut butter itself just kind of tastes like a basic peanut butter sandwich peanut butter. Nothing dynamically different. I kind of prefer Reese's to this, but that's because I like the texture in the Reese cups. I do really like the wafer bottom. Maybe Reese's should do a wafer bottom cup. That'd be something new. I think I'll just give that one a 5. Okay. These are pomegranate jelly candies. So they should be kind of chewy. I like pomegranate. Yes, they're chewy. I've never had a chewy candy wrapped individually like this. The only wrapped individually candies in this kind of form I've had were hard. Okay, they're also wrapped in paper, which is probably a good idea, covered in sugar. They smell good. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is not a texture like a gummy bear. Your teeth just sink through this. And the sugar on the outside gives you a nice crunch. But there's still a little bit of tartness with the pomegranate. There's also something vaguely floral to it, but not like you're eating a bath bomb. These are beautiful. It's going to be a problem that I can't get these. Do they make other flavors of those? Do you know? Because I'd love to try them. Wow. Yeah, that gets a 10. That is absolutely beautiful. That gets a 10. No questions. I did not think that was going to be that good. Wow. And then this Greek traditional handmade delight with pistachio. I'm assuming this is a lot like Turkish delight. And I did a video trying Turkish delight several years ago. I had 2 different... How do I get this open? This plastic is being troublesome. I had 2 different variety packs at the time, so I got to try lots of different flavors. And I will link that video down below in the description. If this box ever lets me open it. There we go. Now, I did not have pistachio as one of the flavors of Turkish delight that I tried. Okay, this is really covered in powdered sugar. Now, I hate it when they do this with the packaging. We've got a box, right? That's what's inside of it. Why not just make the box this big? And I just realized this is more plastic. And this time, the package is containing powdered sugar, which I feel is going to go kapooey, a bit like glitter. Ah, I got it open without getting powdered sugar all over me. We're not going to pull the tray out. This does not feel like powdered sugar. This might just be cornstarch. It's powdered sugar. The texture is lovely. I think there's little bits of nut. Yeah, there's little bits of nut in here. It's not nearly as good as those pomegranate things. And honestly, there's too much powdered sugar. It takes away from the pistachio flavor. You don't get a lot of pistachio flavor unless you actually bite into one of the little chunks of nut. And the chunks are very small. 3. That one's just okay. Most of the Turkish Delight I tried in my previous video was better than that. And the ones that weren't were orange. Okay, 2 more things left. I don't quite understand what this is, but I know the word tahini is a sesame paste, which I like and have made like peanut butter cups, but tahini cups. They were delicious. So I'm hoping this will be good. It's hard. So like a biscuity cookie thing. There's some sesame seeds on the top. I have powdered sugar on me. Let's break it open. It crunches and crumbles. And we've got a tahini filling going on. There's a candy I've had. And I didn't even remember it until I bit into this and got that flavor. There's some sort of candy I've had that tastes like this. And I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's good. Let me try the biscuity part more on its own. The covering, the casing, the biscuit, whatever we want to call that, is not very sweet. Or very buttery. The filling is beautiful. Kind of nutty, rich, deep, unctuous umami. If this is a thing that they do multiple versions of, I'd be interested in trying the other versions to see like which is the best brand. Because I think that the cookie part needs something. But it's very good. And I could see me going through like a box of those. So, 7. Last thing. This is, and I did not know that they did prepackaged baklava, but this is an almond baklava. I love baklava. I've made a baklava apple pie on the channel. I would like to learn how to make more traditional baklava. I think it's delicious. This is sticky because presumably they pour syrup in it, and then because it's in a package, the package does not stay upright, and then syrup gets everywhere, and I understand the mechanics of how this works. But it is sticky. And there is actually like honey inside of the packaging. Mm-hmm. It's not quite as good as homemade baklava that I've had, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I don't think I've done this in a long time. This gets us so good. Because this really is so good. And I just dripped honey on my pants. So, wow. 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 What a note to end this on. And you know, I am so excited to try that German box. But that's going to have to be another day. So if you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.